showed you a unique stretch that can relieve your joint pain at the source in just minutes. Does that sound provocative? Controversial? Astonishing? It's all that and more. So if you suffer from any kind of joint pain in your knees, your back, your hips, even your neck and shoulders, this free presentation on how to greatly reduce, even eliminate your pain altogether may just be the most important health revelation you ever discover. If you don't want to prove this for yourself, without risking a penny, please stop listening now. I'm Jonathan Bender, and I was that NBA player forced by excruciating knee pain to retire from the Indiana Pacers. Then, I eliminated the cause of my pain so rapidly that when the New York Knicks offered me a contract, I played pain-free for them. You may have heard about how I did this on Bloomberg or Fox News, Forbes, the New York Times, or Sports Illustrated. And now, I'm going to share with you the unconventional techniques I created for myself, proven effective by other star NBA players. Techniques that relax, release, and reactivate your muscles, pulling pain out of your knees, your hips, your back, your shoulders, and neck like a tractor beam. So miraculously fast you may just jump in your car and drive to your doctor or therapist and shout, "Why didn't you know about the secret?" Probably sounds far-fetched, I know, because until now, this has been the exclusive province of highly paid professional athletes and sports medicine specialists. Big medicine has simply starved the average doctor and physical therapist of the time and knowledge to develop this expertise. Expertise that allows you to enjoy stability, mobility, and peace of mind unmatched by any drugs, surgery, or grueling physical therapy. In fact, David Little of Denver, Colorado says these codes changed his life in just days, after a decade of pain.
Hello there, my name is David, and I'd like to say a few words about Jonathan's secret codes. Now, I've been suffering from lower back pain and pain in my knees now for the last 10 years, and nothing seemed to work. And then I encountered Jonathan's secret codes. I was willing to try anything. I was desperate. But I've got to admit that after 2 to 3 days, the pain in my back certainly diminished, as did the pain in my knees. And it's a whole lot more comfortable to get about now. Now, I don't know what it is, but this thing works. So if you have the same problem as me, I'd have no hesitation at all in recommending Jonathan's secret codes. Thank you very much indeed. It's been a life changer.
And Christine of Fort Worth, Texas, shares her own emotional story about how these secret codes ended her pain and empowered her to shed 90 pounds of fat and live the pain-free, active life everyone deserves to enjoy.
My name is Christine from Fort Worth, Texas. I began using the Bender Code to help me lose weight and regain control of my health. Before using the Bender Code, I weighed 255 pounds and I had been put on medication for high blood pressure. Simple tasks such as walking a mile with some friends was a struggle and a lot of work. Using the Bender Code helped me gain some of the strength and endurance that I needed to where walking with some friends was no longer a struggle, to where they started having problems keeping up with me. Since using the Bender Code, I've lost 90 pounds and I have began not only just walking with friends, but I've began running 5Ks and winning them in my age group. I have done several half marathons and I'm currently training for my first full marathon.
All they needed was a few simple yet unique joint codes that I'm honored and delighted to have been able to share with them. And even though these extraordinary results sound exceptional, you're going to discover that they can be quite normal if you simply use the codes. You see, after playing for 2 NBA teams and working with some of the best orthopedists and physical therapists in the world, and a revelation from a most unexpected person in the most improbable place, I learned every joint has its own unique, devastatingly simple secret code. The specific muscles you relax, release, and reactivate in a specific and natural sequence. Once you start doing this, you will feel so good, you will naturally memorize the code. Like Cassandra Ann Brown of Houston, Texas.
I could just walk naturally and not have to think about the process when walking. I'm very relaxed and actually feel like I'm motivated to continue to wear this and do what I need to do, because obviously it's helping me.
These secret codes literally unlock your joints so pain can flow away like water down a drain. These secret codes are the natural workings of your joints, your body, and your mind. Secrets based on the shared wisdom of people like Charles Austin, a high jumper who conquered his own joint problems to win an Olympic gold. Dan Dyrick, basketball great Larry Bird's own doctor, who has also worked with Janet Jackson to treat old injuries. The amazing people at Purdue University's world-renowned Weldon School of Biomechanical Engineering. Mackie Shilstone, my own trainer and one of the most influential sports performance managers in the world. Mackie is a living legend for his ability to help pro athletes like Serena Williams remain competitive for years after they should have retired. And I'm also going to share a secret you would never expect me or any other athlete to say. It will blow your mind and totally change the way you think about your body, so you can release your joint pain in the next 24 hours. Secrets I distilled and refined into a system that works for almost anyone with any kind of joint pain, almost all the time. Can you imagine how you will feel when you can do the things you thought you might never be able to do again? Walk with your dog? Play with your children or grandchildren? Enjoy the activities you had to give up without drugs, ice packs, or surgery. That's not a fantasy. That was my reality, and David's, and Christine's reality, and the reality of many more good people just like you. Now, we got a saying here in Texas, madder than a peach orchard boar. That's because you turn in the hogs to eat all the fallen fruit, which gets more than slightly alcoholic. So, naturally the hogs get highly upset if you interrupt their feeding frenzy. That's what big medicine thinks of your pain. And they'll do their best to force me to take down this presentation, so you'll want to watch it to the end today.